There's so much that can be done. Utilize what we already have. Stop adding new things. No one cares about new things. We have a lot of dead features. Imagine they give us custom servers properly, toggle world events on and off, decide where ship spawns, and control the red water with spectator, flying camera. People like Notorious Arena League and Sea of Champions and others can literally recreate an arena without Rare bringing it back. It's hands-free arena. You literally outsourced arena to someone that you didn't even need to pay money for. They will carry it. Imagine they can spawn the ships, for example, around a couple of islands, set where the red water is. You have a spectator streamer flying around and going all in, and people are fighting each other. This has been the lowest player base in a community weekend so far. We need to talk about Sea of Thieves. A lot of things about Sea of Thieves. Yesterday on stream, everyone was asking me, what is the situation of Sea of Thieves? So we had a very big and long discussion. Imagine bringing Sea of Thieves like New World. You know New World, you can, these houses around settlements, like Monarch's Bluffs. You go like this, there's like a house, you hold down F, you load into the house, and this is your hideout or a guild hideout, where you can customize your things. Something as simple as that. Add it to the Emporium. Look, whatever they're adding to Sea of Thieves is like cool stuff, but cool doesn't pay the bills. Like I always say, you can have a friend that does backflips. That's cool, but how does that help you out? Sea of Thieves doing the same. Adding cool things doesn't mean people will play the game. Adding the right things will make people play the game. Something as simple as, imagine this, but you do a TDM invite. An actual invitation, same crew PvP. You know how much TDMers would love that? Or one galleon on safer seas. And they invite each other. There's so much potential just sitting there. I'll release the video tomorrow. Sorry, I don't want to start talking now at the beginning of the stream. Consider this an intro. Let's go. From my perspective, it feels like you go to Crossroads and you tell Rare, listen up. Left is a dead end. Straight is glory. Right is a valley. They sit together and be like, should we go left or right? What keeps me motivated playing Sea of Thieves? I feel like after sometimes doing the same thing over and over again at the same time. You're close to max. You have to spend so much time to get to the next level. Luke Skywalker. Someone asked me that earlier. Sea of Thieves, after like a few months of play, maybe 4 or 5 months, it's a good playtime. Does become a tedious game and repetitive. Now, from my perspective, I've been doing Sea of Thieves for almost 7 years. I just do this to create content and to show people what the game offers. It's a part of my job too. It helps me grow. It helps my stream. It helps me feed my family. Revenue-wise, right? It's just because that's what I'm known for. Now I'm doing variety to keep my sanity for Sea of Thieves. That's how I grow even further. Sea of Thieves is a game that you can never quit, but it's also a game that you cannot always play. If you feel like you're burnt out from Sea of Thieves, there's not much to do. That's how the gameplay loop in Sea of Thieves is not really nice, to be honest. But the game itself is beautiful. Is it like that 2-week Minecraft phase? Yeah. Literally speaking from experience, exactly, right? Do you think I'm enjoying stacking 4 to the down 5 times? I'm actually disappointed that we didn't get attacked. Because to me, getting attacked is something new. Is something exciting, I might think. I have an actual challenge to work with. Stacking 4 to the downs and not getting attacked is disappointing. If I was playing Sea of Thieves to level up, just simply to level up, then stacking 4 to the down 5 times and not getting attacked would be awesome. But my entire perspective of why I play Sea of Thieves is completely different. Or for content creators in general. I hope that answers, my friend. You know, how many of you in the chat haven't played Sea of Thieves in months? And you just come here because you enjoy the streams and stuff like that. You know, I'm like this with Rust, by the way. I haven't touched Rust in like more than 6 months. I love watching people play it. I haven't played since September. Yeah. Exactly, but you still come, you still chill, you still do all that stuff. Because the game, you feel like it matters to you, but you can't always play it. You're one of them? Exactly. Sea of Thieves, that game. You can never break up with Sea of Thieves. But you can never always play it. It's one of these games. We're playing right now? Nice. We play Sea of Thieves every day? Nice. I'm doing wonderful. I love the game, but at some point, as we talked about, you're getting bored. So I'm watching Twitch Phase. Yeah. For me, it's been a real struggle. I would love to tell my whole story of the game, but I don't want to clog up the chat. Maybe I'll post it on Discord later. That being said, the past 2 years have been hard to get into. Countless sessions start where I quit off in one island or even set sail before quitting again. I know, yeah. I promise you, Sea of Thieves can become one of the top played games on Twitch, but it always feels like Rare is really afraid to go that path. Anyways, now it's overdue. So I'll tell you something from a content creator perspective. When you get into a game, you hope this game to become the next big thing. That's what makes your career take off, right? So, for example, let's say one day Sea of Thieves becomes as big as League of Legends. It's never going to happen. But just let's say, for example, all the Sea of Thieves streamer, their career is going to take off. Without them doing anything extra, their career will take off. Now, we're doing now is career took off. Yes, we are full-time content creators, but I'm talking about taking off to the moon, you know, Tim the Tatman style. That's what I'm talking about. But we are actually below mid-sized streamers, all of us in Sea of Thieves, because we are very known in one game and less known in other games. We are not Twitch known. That's why when streamers start slowly wanting to do variety and they want to start moving away from the game that was main, that means the content creators are starting to feel like the game that they believed in is overdue in shelf life to become the next big thing. Doesn't mean it's dying. It's just like, yeah, I don't see that happening with Sea of Thieves anymore. 3 years ago, I used to see that happening. Now it's not anymore. So we start going variety. That's why what we're doing. That's why I'm doing variety. Base is going all in on Ashes of Creation. Beard again, and the other Beard has in his notification. I now stream variety with Sea of Thieves as main game. All of us are doing this. This alone is a sign, you know? It's like, all right, Sea of Thieves went to maintenance mode. They're gonna release updates. The updates are just, you know, to keep the content rolling. But it is what it is. You know, it's not gonna be the next big thing anymore. We need to bring back the Athena quest, like 26 more, yeah. They need to bring back Athena's Run of Thieves Haven. Athena's Run of Thieves Haven could have been improved to be the best Athena voyage in Sea of Thieves. My best stealing history, my best thievery history was Athena's Run of Thieves Haven. I have a video called Death of an Emissary. Check it out. If this goes a YouTube short, check it down here. Athena's Run of Thieves Haven was one of the toughest voyages because it was really scary to do, and it's harder than a world event because how much time it takes and how people can hide on your ship. Now with the new stealth mechanics, with the stealth mechanics that we have, it's even easier to steal. But Athena's Run of Thieves Haven, finishing it gets you this outfit. By doing it several times, gets you this custom. It's really nice. What they could have done instead of just like, you know, throwing it under the bin, like throwing in the trash like they do with half of their content, they should have gave us one in the Shores of Plenty region and one in the Wilds region and one in the Devil's Roar. All right? You do Athena's Run of Thieves Haven, which is what you have now. Then you do Athena's Run of Smuggler's Bay. And then you do Athena's Run of Marauder's Arch. And then you give us 3 variants of this outfit. This is the Ancient Isles. Let's say it's yellow, Ancient Isles. It's already happened. One with a blue variant. This one, bluish. And one with the wild, maybe a brownish with barnacles on it. Right? Stuff like that. And the Devil's Roar, an ashen version of this outfit. This way you expanded Athena's Run of Thieves Haven to be an actual style of a voyage. Has 4 different variety of it. And each one unlocks different commendation. Do you know how much content that alone will bring us to Sea of Thieves? Don't forget, upgrade the loot pile of Athena's Run of Thieves Haven. Do not have stupid gems. Add the stuff from Legend of the Veil. You know, the radioactive jam and these jars and whatever they're called. I forgot the names. Add these. Add these there. People will love it. It's going to become a favorite quest that people do. Old school voyaging in Sea of Thieves. That's what makes it amazing. Please do that. Phuzzy, how would you improve Hourglass? Guild Wars. Hourglass, first of all, has to have Guild Wars. So Hourglass needs to sit in the middle of a hybrid version between Arena and Hourglass. Through a dedicated menu, 3 guild ships vote going for PvP, 3 sloops, for example, Hourglass, and 3 other guilds somewhere else. And you get diving. 3 ships come out of this way, 3 ships come out of this way, and you have fleet naval battles in Hourglass. That's number 1. That makes Hourglass and guilds actually have some type of competitive thing between them instead of just posting on Twitter that you're Distinction 10. We need some type of competition between guilds to bring that fire back to the community. Everything's on an individual level. Second, don't change anything about Hourglass, but add to it arena scoring with a 20-minute limit. The 20-minute doesn't change anything in the game, but it makes the game actually end. Basically, you play normal. Within these 20 minutes, there's a score going on. It doesn't matter if the other player has higher score than you. If you sink the other player, you win. 100% the same, exactly the same. But if the 20 minutes reach and none of you sunk, The ship with the lower score blows up as if it left the map and loses. This will put a limit. By putting a limit to the 20-minute like this, it actually brings more people back to the loop that can go back into matchmaking and fight again. Yeah, the timer would not change anything about the game. Absolutely nothing. The timer will just have a limit to the 20 minutes. All right, guys, it's been 20 minutes. None of you sunk. Let's bring the calculator in. Some people keep saying, they should shrink the red water. First of all, you know why I don't agree with this? We're talking about Sea of Thieves. Do you think if Rare makes the red water change size dynamically, it's not going to cause bugs? Random ships and then random ships sailing around are going to suddenly start getting scuttled because they are on invisible red water that Rare forgot to despawn. This thing is only UI. What I liked about Arena was the concept of multiple factions. You didn't lose just because you didn't become first. You didn't lose your treasure. You just fight. Exactly. The first Arena too, right? And what makes it great is that it's okay for you to not be... That adds a new dynamic to Sea of Thieves, which is the role of your entire ship. Not your crew, your entire ship. Like, alright guys, you ship, you stay in the back. We're gonna be the front ship fighting. You stay in the back and you put pressure on the ship if they put down our mast, so you can push them again. It will add a brand new dynamic and a strategy to Sea of Thieves fleet battles. Something that does not exist in Sea of Thieves, but will make it amazing if they bring it in. The 20-minute thing is only UI changes. You see how we dived right now? I want to dive, come up with another brig here from our guild, fighting another guild. 3 versus 3. Fire! For example, that's why I would not add a shrinking circle to Hourglass. Because first of all, that mechanic requires much more work than just simply adding a UI and arena scoring. If it was up to me, I would tell you, guild hideouts, just like New World, we go to Port Merrick, you go to the door at Port Merrick, you face the door and it says enter, you hold down F, you load into your own hideout, guild hideout or personal hideout, you do your cosmetics on the wall, just like how you do in Sea of Thieves here, like this. You put trinkets. You can also maybe store some supplies in it. Or maybe you have extra supplies. You can store it in your storage and you leave. But limit all supplies on the ships. You know what, guys? I'm going to log into Sea of Thieves and stock up my hideout for tomorrow's session. You know how beautiful that is? So next day, when the crew logs in for a galleon, it'll be like, guys, I think I got in my hideout a lot of supplies. They're ready for us to jump straight into venturing, stacking forts, or going to Hourglass. You know, when you add this connection that's beyond just sailing between guilds and between players, will make it they cannot store cooked food and fish just for the sake of commendations, because that could be exploited. People would sell on eBay, like selling all the fish for commendations, having it all in their hideout, and then they'll sell stuff. Add a whole newer layer to the sandbox. The newer players with more experienced players in the guild could get some decent supplies because their allies could help them stock up. Exactly. Rare said they want to make Sea of Thieves a social game, but they're literally doing everything except social game. They want to make Sea of Thieves our social games. Plunder, pop-up plunder, go to our Twitter to see where the map is. You watch our YouTube video, like and subscribe. You want the Golden Sailor blunderbuss and stuff, follow our socials. This one if you follow Instagram, this one if you follow Twitter, this one if you follow I don't know what. They'll probably get us something for Blue Sky now. It's like you're not a content creator, Rare. You are a gaming company. Make us love your game and people will naturally follow you. I think ships also should have, for example, up to 5 items vault storage. Just like Skelly ship, like something you can only get if you fully sync the ship against you. Sea of Thieves with these changes would become a very... Like the whole entire gameplay loop of Sea of Thieves will be different if something as simple as that happens. Order of Souls, people suffer from Order of Souls, right? I'll give you an idea to make Order of Souls amazing. Imagine this. Do you know, and I'll connect it to lore. Do you know how some Tall Tales, you can go to Order of Souls and you can go to Madame Olivia or whatever, and then she gets a skull and whatever, or she gets an item from a person that you want to find, and they do some sort of ritual with some particles, and they suddenly find out a memory of where the person was, right? So let's say like this. Rare comes out with a cinematic that bandits, actual smugglers, not ghosts or skeletons, actual smugglers, get the phantoms and make them normal pirates, okay? Make a cinematic that they snuck into the vault of the gold hoarders on Port Merrick, and then they stole stuff. That's a cinematic. Now the gold hoarders hired Order of Souls That's the Order of Souls quest. The gold hoarder hired the Order of Souls to find out where the gold went. Okay? So now, you are playing your game normal. Very, very normal. When you go to the Order of Souls or to the outpost, you find something like the quest board or the quest board itself that tells you wanted. Wanted. Wanted pirates. Last seen on Thieves Haven. You can also find them randomly, by the way. It doesn't have to be always wanted. Sometimes you can have a bounty, an expensive bounty that's wanted. That, for example, the person is way more worthy. Now, you go there and you're walking, let's say in Devil's Ridge, you're doing a normal quest, and you suddenly hear pirates talking behind a rock saying, "Oh, no one will find us here. This treasure is our stash." You know, and then you go there, you find 3 pirates. You have to kill 2 pirates, and the third one, you have to take him back, put him in the jail of your ship, and send him back where? To Port of Souls. How do you do that? You kill him, you hit him, okay? And then after the pirate's health is 50% gone, he goes down on his knees, and he starts saying, "Help me! Please spare my life." You hold down R, just like you're reviving your ally pirate, and then you hold down R, and suddenly, I yield. Exactly, Skyrim, I yield flashbacks. That person goes either in the brig, the jail of your brig or your galleon. Will also, if you're on a sloop, the person will be tied to the mast, like sitting on his butt with his legs straight, but he's tied to the mast. Okay? Now, there are 2 things with that person on you. He's loud, he's singing, like, big God, whatever, you know, like he's just loud and singing and annoying to bring people in. And you have to go back to the Order of Souls and hand him in. Once you hand him in, you get rewarded. That's a nice and brand new Order of Souls voyage. The reason why you want Order of Souls to get these people back is because the Order of Souls NPCs, they take a ritual, like, for example, a hairlock or something from that pirate, and through that, they can tap into the pirate's memories, and the pirate can what is it called? And then the Order of Souls technically retrieve their treasure. Now, as Reapers, you have to save these. If you have one of these on board, there'll be an indicator that you have one on board. If your ship sinks or the other pirates, maybe Reapers will get commendations. Free bandits without sinking an enemy ship. You have to go, for example, maybe kill the entire crew or something, and there'll be a mechanic where you can open the jail cell and free that pirate. It will add such a dynamic in Sea of Thieves between people that will make it really amazing. I'll tell you something about Questboard and Sea Forts. We already had an adventure once, for people that remember, where you capture sea forts, right? Basically, I have treasure, but I don't want to sell it yet. I want to actually increase its value. Let's say, for the sake of math, I don't want to say I have a stack. I have a chest of fortune. Let's say the chest of fortune is worth 20,000. I will go and capture a sea fort. And as soon as I capture that sea fort, when we open the sea fort, we will put our loot inside the vault there and we close it. As soon as we close it, every map in our region, in Sea of Thieves, every server in our region, or maybe a set of servers, maybe up to 10, will get a quest board that says, this sea fort has been captured by, let's say, Laika, right? Laika and crew for this guild. And loot is worth, let's say, 50k. Your job is to defend it for an X amount of time to reach the emissary level 5 of the sea fort itself. The loot becomes cursed. It will have some glow like the Reaper's chest or something like this on it. That increases its value 4 or 5 times, you know. During that time, people can dive to you. I can go, for example, log in. I'll be like, oh man, I want to fight now. That's amazing. This sea fort's been captured by this crew. I will go take this quest from the quest board and I will dive to that sea fort and then I will fight you over it. There will be rules how to end it. You know, we have to fight mainly on the sea fort, so I don't think the ship should be a thing. Maybe when you go there, you have to actually finish the sea fort from within like 45 minutes or something like that. You know, if the 45 minutes are done, the sea fort crew wins, the other ship disappears and goes back to another server just like Hourglass. So they want to be toxic and actually try and sink you after the 45 minutes are done. Everything I'm suggesting is stuff that are already in Sea of Thieves. They're already in the game. They just need to connect these together. You know? Lost Gold Fort, the one that's parallel here to Fort of the Damned there. This used to be Old Boot Fort, Fort of the Damned. No one cared about it. They made it for the damned. It became amazing. Let's add a similar one that's maybe an Athena fort or a coral fort, where you have to go to 3 different shrines and get 3 different items from these shrines. And then for these 3 items will go to that fort, and then you activate it, just like how you activate this one. Once you activate that fort, you get legendary coral loot. You know? Stuff like this. Or add a new faction to it. When you open Sea of Thieves, have a hub of people, of guilds looking for people to hire. You're a new player. Do you always have to? Of course, I would love to bring people to my guild and to my community for people to join our guilds. I would love that, obviously. But also, games shouldn't be, as much as it would help me as a content creator and bring me community, games shouldn't revolve around content creators. Content creators shouldn't be the only way, or Discord communities, to bring guilds together. It has to be built in from the game itself. You log in, as soon as you reach, for example, maybe a certain level, a menu unlocks in the main game and the menu before you log into the game. And you have, for example, a guild looking for guilds, LFG. For example, a Hunter's Fortune. It's a fishing guild. You know, right now we have Discords like this. We have this type of guild. This is a very sweaty guild. You need requirements for it. This one is for new players. This is a casual guild. This stuff like that. Have an actual menu of people to be able to look for a guild and connect with each other. Enrich the guild experience in Sea of Thieves by not making pirates guildless. There's so much that can be done. Utilize what we already have. Stop adding new things. No one cares about new things. We have a lot of dead features. I can keep going, but sorry guys. That's what I'll do for now. If you agree with what I said, say hi YouTube, everyone. I'll put you on the video. Everyone say hi YouTube, hi YouTube, hi YouTube. Let's go. How much can we spam the chat? 2,400 people. Let's spam it, spam it. Hi YouTube, hi YouTube, hi YouTube, hi YouTube. If this goes on YouTube, thank you so much. Thank you for listening to my rant. People always ask me what you can do to make Sea of Thieves better. And here's a bunch of the things that I said.